Ruben, congratulations on the point. In your TV interview, you've said in the future you don't want your team to play like that, but most people would have thought that today was a lot better than a lot of other performances. Could you just explain?
It's just the low block. It's just the way to give the ball to the opponent. It's just that. But the spirit to follow the plan, to be together, that is a good thing. We have to. This is an example for the future. But I'm just saying the low block, and you can feel it a little bit, the frustration of our fans in the first half. That's all.
Could you explain how what it is that you want different though? Do you want to start your team further up the pitch? Because as I say, I think most fans would have thought that you played well today.
No, and I think we the plan was perfect. What I mean is that we have to have more possession of the ball, more control of the ball, to press a little bit high. We press sometimes, especially in the goal kicks, on the free kicks near the Raya's goals. We press quite well. But in the future, I want to play a different football, to spend more time attacking with the ball in the last third than defending in the low block. That's all. The rest, I think, is an example, and the people appreciate the effort of the players.
Ruben, it seems that the best performances under you so far have come against the likes of Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City. Is that a problem? You know, what does that say about your team that they do that, but they don't do it against, let's say, Fulham or Brighton?
I don't know. Maybe it's that in that games is a little bit more acceptable to play in the low block, and that can help us a lot. Against other teams, we have to push forward. That's why it's difficult here. Sometimes you have to press high. It's more difficult. Sometimes the characteristics of the players are not there to do that. But when you train and you play in the club like ours, sometimes you have to push forward no matter what, and I think that is the biggest reason for that to happen.
So, Ruben, were you even more pleased with the performance given the tight turnaround between the games and that you only made 2 changes with lack of players injured?
You are asking why I did.
No, were you particularly pleased given the tight turnaround and you couldn't really rotate too much for the game?
I think, I was really pleased. If you see also the game, we controlled the first minutes without the ball. We score near the half time. That helped us a lot. In the end, in the second half we had more space and more energy also because of the results and our fans to score another goal. So if I look at the performance, I'm quite pleased even with all the problems.
Just would you expect to have some players back for the Sociedad game?
Maybe Ugarte, I don't know. We'll see.
Can I just ask you about the quality of Bruno Fernandes today? I mean, the goal was sensational, wasn't it? When you need a big player to step up.
I think he step up all the time. Sometimes he can show some frustration in some moments that can hurt him more than anybody, and I understand that. Is that frustration? He wants to win, but he's also always available, always there to play in different positions. And when we need sometimes a goal, a free kick, an assist, he's always there. So I think he's a very good example. He does some mistakes, that's normal, but he's a very good example for the other players.
Mr. Amorim, you said there was more space and more energy in the second half from your team. How do you make sure your team starts like that in the first half of games? Because
you are in front of the result, and then you are in the second half, and you feel that you can score. And when you are in this moment, you don't feel so tired. That I think is that feeling, and when you start the game, you know that you have 90 minutes, 75 minutes when you have to defend, not to suffer a goal, and try to score a goal. So I think it's more a plan. If you can if you can be inside of the game or on top of the game at half time, in the second half we will be more dangerous and the players feel more confident to play a different football.
Do you think there's a confidence issue with your team at this point?
It depends. I think we are starting we believe more during the games because we feel comfortable, you feel I can do this, we are okay, and then we are growing in confidence during the game. Not so much in the beginning. In the beginning we tried to understand, but then during the game I felt that also in Spain. during the game, I think we increased the confidence and the quality of our game.
James.
Ruben, just on Bruno again. If the club had signed more players with his level of quality, but not just quality, his mentality, ability to play every 3 days, do you think the club wouldn't have been quite in this position? And going forward, for you, how crucial is it that you bring in players with that level of quality, with that level of mentality, with that level of availability?
I think any coach, when he wants to bring players, he expects the best. But sometimes they have to adapt, and sometimes you have luck with the character of the player or not. Even with all the investigation that all the coaches do before signing players, what I can say is that we need more Brunos. That is clear. Not just the quality, the character. Not some mistakes, but the character that he has, the availability in this league is so important and is so decisive with the ball and without the ball.
Last question.
Hi Ruben, just wanted to ask how Lenny Yoro is and what did you make of Aiden Heaven's debut?
Aiden is so relaxed. He seems so relaxed that sometimes he's too relaxed. But I think we have a player there, so now we have to control and to tell him that was just a game and etc. etc. Lenny, he has something in his foot. I think we'll see if he's available for Thursday.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.